Hello, everyone. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is a random pop-up live stream. I love spontaneous things. So this is a random pop-up. My normal show is Tarot at 12 on at 12 p.m. Central. I love being spontaneous, so sometimes these pop up just because I felt like it. But today I am going to have to cancel my 12 o'clock show. I have to go out of town and attend to some things. So I thought, what a perfect time to put in a random. Today's random live stream will be for 30 minutes. Today it's a half an hour because I have to get on the road. So for 30 minutes, we're going to answer some free live tarot questions, or we're going to do free live tarot readings. Duh, I can't even talk. But we're only going to do it for 30 minutes. So let's try to get to as many as we can. Donations do take priority. My link is in the description if you are interested in bumping yourself up into priority. Today I had the Crow Tarot spread out. I always like to kind of start it open just with a deck and my crystal on there just to kind of open it all up. Got a lot of people here. I'm so excited. So let's get going because we only have 30 minutes and I want to try to read as many as I can for you guys. Let me see. Hello, Tab. Oh, you've donated. Wonderful. Thank you so much. You are definitely priority. That's the first one. Oh, great. And I see it right here. Thank you so much. I'll get right to your question. JK, how are you? Oh, Tab. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm so glad. You know, I always wonder, and I always would love to hear because I never know, sometimes I don't get the follow-up information, which of course that's your business, but I always would love to know. Siba, hello. Neela Manishka, how are you doing? Pretty Tara, how are you? Let's see. Sam Smith, how you doing? All right, let's get going. Tab has made a donation, so you are going to be our first one to kick off the day. Let me see. I do not see a question, though, Tab. Let's find your question. Let me know what your question is, honey, and I'll get to your reading right away. I don't see it. I do not see it. So go ahead and drop that in the comments. I want to say hello again to JK. It's good to see you. I'm thank you for being so loyal. You're always here. Same with Neelam, Manishka, all of you. So let's get going. Oh, Yusra, hello, Yusra. It's so good to see you. Yusra is one of my fabulous moderators and helps me out quite a bit in the chat. Let me see. Oh, you posted, Tab. Let me see. It says scroll up, but I'm not seeing it because I am a goofball. Hi, JK. Oh, here. It was right here in this comment. Duh. Will Ken be coming toward me in September? Ooh, let's find out. Sorry, I didn't see it. Will Ken be coming toward you in September? Let's use the Druid Craft for this one. All right. For those of you that arrived after I'd already announced, this is a random pop-up live stream. I will be doing live readings for 30 minutes today, so till 8 a.m. Central. I am going out of town later, so my regular show has to be canceled. So I thought this would be fun just to get some readings in. So that is the plan. So we have a hard stop at 8, okay? All righty, so let's find out. Will Ken be coming toward Tab in September? We want to know what's going on, Ken. What's going on, Ken? Let's see. Ken be coming toward you in September. Okay. Well, oh, geez. Sorry. I can see that it's going to be a little bit of back and forth, and I think that, you obviously are waiting to see if Ken will come. So I can see a little bit of the struggle. I think you're kind of, obviously having that struggle, wanting Ken to call or come or text or whatnot. But this is indicative of kind of a struggle, trying to get things in, struggle with yourself is what I meant. I do see here with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, this is usually a strong personality. When you see a court card, that means usually, again, a strong personality. So somebody's in this mix with a strong personality. Let's find out who. Queens are always supportive, nurturing. They work with the people, so they're always like a best friend to everybody. Everybody loves the queen. This queen, she really likes to micromanage things and, make sure that the plan is coming to fruition. She loves to plan. She's a micromanager. But look what happens with that micromanaging plan. Three of Swords. We have that, which is traditionally the heartbreak card, which means sadness, which means kind of pulling apart. But don't despair. That doesn't mean no. That just means this is affecting. So trying to find a plan, trying to find a way, maybe you've got, I don't know, but perhaps there is in your mind a certain way that this is supposed to transpire, supposed to evolve, that you're expecting things in a certain way, like how come I didn't get a good morning text, or whatever it is that you kind of might have in your mind. Trying to micromanage the plan to the point where it's like a control thing, which is good. I mean, you should be involved, but at the same time, if you're overdoing it, you're just creating more of this inside of you. You see? So what the cards are saying, if you've got all this going on, this is an internal thing. This is your personality. This is you in this situation. I mean, I don't mean it's your personality in general, but in this situation, that's kind of how you're viewing it. But look what we have. After getting right with that, look at this. The Ten of Cups. This is where you want to be. This is where you're trying to go. Now, that doesn't mean you and Ken, you're expecting to, tomorrow be married and have a rainbow and children and all these things. But imagine what the feeling is when you have everything. Now, if a family is what you consider to be everything, then yes, a family. But that feeling of having it all, having all the things that make you feel good, emotions and love are what cups represent. So getting to that point, that's what you want. That's where you're going. I'm sure you're hopeful that Ken might be the person that would help get you there. But I think you're overdoing it in your mind. I think you might be overthinking. Swords as the suit of thoughts and emotion, as well as communication and truth. So I get the impression here from these two, and looking right into that, there's a struggle going on inside in your mind, and some of it may be justified. I mean, come on, we're human. We're wondering, hey, what's going on? Or, oh, I want to be with you. I can't wait for you to call. Those are normal. But again, don't be so stuck on how it's going to happen, what you need to happen. You might have, I know I've done this. I've been like, all right, if I don't hear from so-and-so in 5 days, then this is what I'm going to do. I've done it. And sometimes it works, I'm sure, but the cards are saying if you're trying to dictate the plan so hard that you don't even know what's going to be the result. And so kind of, I don't mean to say back off, that's not even the right word, but ease up. There you go. You might not think you're doing this either. You might be like, what? I'm not doing that. Well, look at it. Maybe you are. If you're not doing this, reflect. You might be able to see, yep, I guess I am kind of doing that. If you're not, then that means be careful that you don't, because it will lead you to this. This would be something that would be easy to fall into, and for anybody. So this isn't like, directed at you as a criticism, but this is where you want to go. This is at the end of the spread, which tells me that that is a very possible result. And the cards are directing you in that direction, but giving you the advice to not overthink it. Otherwise, you're going to be feeling like this. When you feel like this, it's hard to get to this, right? All righty. Well, thank you so much for your donation. You've said that a lot of things that have come true and been accurate. That's wonderful compliment, and thank you so much. But more importantly, I'm so glad that it was helpful and it was kind of enlightening for you. So that's great feedback too. So thank you. All righty, my phone just beeped again. So let us see what we've got. Okay, that is nothing. That was something else. So let's keep moving. All righty, JK. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you. May I please know who's coming toward me in love? Ooh, okay, let's find out. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland. For those of you who are not familiar with my process, I usually choose a different deck for each question. There's the rare occasion where I stick with one for a while, but anyway, it is literally just based on my feeling in the moment. It is not an indication of what I think of your question or the result or what it's going to be. So don't read into that too much. I just want to, I go with the flow when I'm in the moment. All right, I need to focus. 1 second. All right, who's coming toward JK in love? Who is going toward JK in love? Okay, and I want to remind you guys, when I'm doing readings, I'm really focused on the cards. So I often only check the chat in between readings. So please don't be offended if I'm not greeting you personally. I do see you and I appreciate you. I do review the chat after the show. So again, I just don't want you to feel like, hey, she didn't say hi to me. Welcome to you all, and thank you for being here for the random pop-up. Okay, so what is coming toward JK in love? Except for crooked cards, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what's coming toward you in love? All right, I see some things coming toward you. Let's find out what we've got here. Now, I can tell here we've got some pentacles here, and we've also got bookends. So let me pull those down. 6 of Pentacles, that's about helping someone. That's about helping someone. I think that, you're kind of being pulled away from something else in order to help someone. Do you have some, I don't know if you're seeing anybody or if you have some people in mind. This to me is showing me that there are potentially some choices, more than one person. You're also probably trying to figure out how to deal with things or how to process things or what to do with that information. If you're not actively seeing somebody or have people in mind, this implies that you will. You will. And I see what I'm seeing here too is a struggle. Let me move that one over for a second. If you look at the imagery, 7 of Pentacles, first of all, 7 of Pentacles, that's about working hard and kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, kind of saying, why don't I have more harvest? Why aren't things growing? Why aren't things happening? And look at this card. You're being pulled away. If you were Alice, you're being pulled away from that. So something that you've been kind of doing. I mean, I don't know if you're actively working on meeting somebody, meaning, are you on a dating app? Are you, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right? It seems like you've been doing a lot of work and finding no real result from it. And I think you're getting tired of that, and I think you're getting away from that. So if that's not correct and you aren't already dealing with some type of dating app or something like that, that's saying that, you know what, think of your other options. You're not just going to want to do one thing, because if you do, you're going to feel, you're just going to get pulled away from that. It's not going to work. So you want to have multiple streams of meeting people, and if you are seeing somebody, keep your eyes open. If you have one person in mind, I should say, make sure you're keeping your mind open to the many choices that are out there. Look at all these choices with our 7 of Cups. Look at that. Look at that. So there are many fish in the sea. I know that sounds cliche, but it is very true. Many fish in the sea. And let's find out here. I think what's happening in terms of who you might be looking at as somebody to be dating or thinking about, somebody that you're going to be very much, we have our 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about helping, give and take. So I think somebody that is, I don't want to say needing your help, because, nobody wants a project. Nobody wants somebody who doesn't have it together. That's obviously not a quality you'd be looking for. But somebody you're talking to, working with, who about helping, somebody who might need some help or is helping you. I feel like this is going to be kind of a give-take kind of situation. Now, to be in a give-take situation, you clearly have to get to know somebody and things like that. So I don't necessarily know if that will be evident in the very beginning, but I can really see you're being pulled away from all this work, and you're forgetting that there are more choices. So if this is not an active thing in your life, doing this right now, this is advice from the tarot that don't let this stuff happen. There are more choices. You don't want to do that. You're being pulled away, and you're being pulled to this. You see that? You're being pulled toward that. And that is where the helpfulness, give and take, those kinds of things. So you really have to kind of guard, as you, I'm sure, know with online dating. If you're doing that, it's like a full-time job, and out of 20 people, maybe one person is worth looking at, because of their whatever. So that's just saying, don't just stop with one person. Continue to evaluate the choices that are out there. Alrighty, hope that helps. Okay, I'm checking donations. We are good. I don't see any, so we're going to keep on moving. Let us see what's going on. Hello to all of you. If you are new here, welcome. If I'd invite you to please hit subscribe. I'd love you to stay connected to us. Developing a nice little family here. Okay, Pretty Tara, love reading. Absolutely. Let's use lights ears. We're going to do a love reading. We're going to do some general love reading for Pretty Tara. Pretty Tara would like to know what's coming in love. What's going on in Pretty Tara's love life? Let's find out. Okay, let us find out. Let us find out. Reminder, guys, this is a random pop-up live stream. I'm only going to be doing it until 8 o'clock, so it is a short one, and I apologize for the length, but I do have to head out of town, and I wanted to get you guys some chance to get a reading today, since I'll have to cancel my regular show. So just be aware of that. I'm a little short and sweet today, huh? Perfect. A little dose of tarot. All right, so what's coming towards you in love? Holy cannoli, look at this. We've got two aces back to back. We've also got bookends. We've got the World, and we've got the King of Wands. He's the one you want. This is it, King of Wands. Now, I don't know if you're with somebody or if you're waiting to meet somebody. Either way, I see great things. I see great things. The King of Wands, this is somebody who's very strong, very supportive, has his finger on the pulse of life, really successful, brave. These are, the King of Wands, that's who you want. And this is the personality that is in your life or coming into your life. Now, if you're with somebody and you're like, they're not the King of Wands, well, that means they have the potential to be that King of Wands. So that next step, that next chapter needs to be kind of, the positive thoughts and looking forward to the next chapter. However, if you're looking for somebody pretty awesome is coming in. What we've got going on here with our other bookend, the World, that's kind of about having it all. That's everything. So there are some really good, strong things coming or happening, the potential to happen, I mean. This is describing if there's somebody coming in, somebody who's really got it together, or the next chapter in your current relationship, really getting to there. Why would it be getting there? Because we have two aces here on the inside. Ace of Wands, new opportunity for growth. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity for wealth. Wealth, it doesn't actually have to mean money. It can be meaning anything having to do with your everyday regular life, time, money, energy, health, life, your career, things like that. So great things are going to be popping. So I see the great things popping. That might be what brings these things to fruition. So be on the lookout for some new things. Opportunities can slip under the radar if we're not kind of looking for them. And all of us, all human beings, when one thing is wrong, we have the tendency to find what else is wrong, right? It's like a magnet. Everybody does it. What we need to do is flip the script. We need to be looking for what's right so that we can have more things that we see that are right. And this is saying you need to watch what is right, because you've got some good things happening and you don't want to miss it. That is going to bring you, the World and this wonderful person. Now, don't let gender ever make you, it's gender neutral in the cards. I mean, they might put a man here and a woman here. It's not accurate in terms of how it applies. It's the meaning of the card. So I always try to be gender neutral, so I always mention that. But yeah, you got some good stuff coming. All right, Pretty Tara, thank you, and I hope that helped. All right, I did hear beeping that time, so let me check. I did. My ears deceive me sometimes. All righty, we have a donation from Siba. Thank you so much for your donation. Oh, Night Reader's here as well. Good morning, Night Reader. Random pop-up today. I'm only doing it until 8 o'clock, so I only have about 10 minutes left. We're just fitting in a few quick readings because I do have to cancel my show because I'm going out of town today. So this was just a fun way to get some readings in for everybody. I feel bad having to cancel. Okay, so Siba, let me find your question. Thank you so much for your donation. And let us see where. I'm going to scroll back up. La, la, la. Hey, Sangeeta, Vicky, hello. Good to see you. I'm not seeing your question, honey, so put your question there for me. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Oh, good. Tab said it resonated. I'm so glad. All right, Siba, let me see. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm not seeing it. Okay, found it. Thank you. All right, I'm about to post a TikTok video of me dancing on Facebook. I wonder how would people feel or react, especially T. All right, let's get some insight. We're going to look at the Deviant Moon. We're going to use Deviant Moon, and we're going to see what would be the reaction to this dancing TikTok video if Siba posted it on Facebook. Let us find out. What are people going to think when they see it? Okay. Let's find out. Again, guys, thank you for being here for this random little fun pop-up. Just to remind you, it's not my regular show, so we won't be doing an hour. We are going to be ending early. Oh, and look at that. I put out 5. Oh, you got an extra one that kind of wanted to come out. That's cool. I don't know why I'm so crooked here, but I am. Let's find out what's going on. What are people going to think about it, especially T, the Leo? We need to know. All right. So look at how interesting. We've got 3 court cards. So that means a lot of people are going to be watching. You're going to have a lot of people watching. And I think you're also going to inspire other people to want to do their own video. Because once they see you do it, they're going to be like, yeah, I should do that too. It'll be fun, or it'll look good, or whatever. So I think you're going to be having a lot of people wanting to do this and kind of copy you, if you want to know my real opinion. So again, this is confirmed here with the 6 of Wands. This is about kind of being defensive, meaning not you're going to be defensive about the wanting to do it, but you're going to be like, hey, I did this first, right? And they're going to be like, hey, we want to do it. We're going to do it. See? Again, they're going to be working on it too. How can I do this? How can I even make it cooler? I want everybody to look at me, right? So that's what's going on there. The King of Wands. This is somebody saying, you know what? I've got it all together. I'm going to do it. So I'm seeing a lot of, I don't want to say jealousy, because that's not the right word. But I think, people are going to say, I want to do this too, because I want people to look at me, to watch me. I can make myself look sexy, fun, talented. I want attention. So there's going to be some people who are going to want to do it as well. You might notice that and be like, hey, what have we got here? Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. This is messages. This is action. This is slow action. Look at him. He's driving on this little thing, and he's standing there. But this is going to, I think, make Ken feel like, So I think it's going to pique Ken, or why am I saying Ken? I don't even know where that came from. I think this is going to, last question. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think that T is going to be thinking, on that. So I think it's going to spark a little spark with T. But I do think you're going to have some copiers. I do think you are. Once you do it, you're going to see all of a sudden people are going to be like, I'm putting it out there too. See? Wow. Thank you so much for your donation. And be prepared. Don't let that bother you too. You know what? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. That means you're doing something right. Okay. Night Reader says that this deck freaks him out. Well, it is in that weird, cool way. I agree with you, but in a weird, cool way, for me, at least. All right, let's grab another question. We have some time left. I want to try to get into a few more. This one, let me see. Jane, hello, how are you? Will my crush coworker N offer me a date with him in the next 4 months? I'm a Capricorn. Does he think future with me with marriage? Thanks, honey. We're talking on social media. Ooh, that's improvement from the last time I got a status update. Things are moving, Jane. All right. We're going to do this for Night Reader Tarot. We're going to do the Wizard's Tarot. It was calling me. It was. That's not the only reason I grabbed it. I grabbed it because it was calling me. But Night Reader loves this deck too, so I had to point that out. Night Reader is going to be on at 10:30 today, 10:30 Central for Tarot Days and Nights. So you can get your tarot fix. His show, it ends a half hour before my regular show. But like I said, I'm going to have to cancel today. But you can head over to Night Reader and still get your questions answered. All right, so we're going to do 4 months, and I'm calling it month 1, month 2, month 3. Let's get a month 4. We want to get an idea of what's coming in the next 4 months. And we want to see if you're going to get some contact for a date. And if the kind of the intention is taking it further. And yes, I can tell you already, yes, you're going to get something. You're going to get a call, and and this is with the intention. Now, it might not be in N's mind at the moment. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe N doesn't even realize that he's thinking this, but sorry about that glare, I just noticed. But you got the Empress. This is about growing something into something important, something that you want, that you would love and nurture. This Empress is usually pregnant. So that doesn't mean you're going to have a baby necessarily, but it means the same concept. Growing a baby would obviously mean, obviously you're not watering it and bringing it sunshine like a plant. You're having a lot more to do. Well, think about how that translates in terms of symbolism. You're going to be growing this. This is the intention. This is in month 4. So that might be when N realizes that desire, right? So month 1, I don't see it happening because look we've got the 5 of Pentacles. This is about being shut out. So I think you might be still wondering, hey, what's going to go on? Now we've got the Emperor. This is where the Emperor, this is month 2. This is where I think you might get contact. And the reason I say that, the Emperor is very strong. He's the Emperor. So, I mean, need I say more? But he's the Emperor. He's got armor on. He's ready to kind of plow through. Now, dating in the very beginning, you do have your guard up, right? So this is where I think you might get some contact to talk about the dating. Then I think here on month 3, we've got the Hermit. I think that, this is when the feelings might start to develop to the next level. The realization might happen. The Hermit is all about reflection. The Hermit also is kind of leading the way and to the path, I should say, to find the way. This would make sense because, in order to get to here, that's a short time, 4 months. So this isn't going to be like pop the question. At least I don't see that right now. But I think that the reflection of, yes, I want to take this on to the next level, and the intent is to go further. So I think contact is coming, realization in this is month 2, month 3, and then I think, things are going to continue to move forward. So I do think month 1, you might be kind of still waiting in terms of the next 4, I should say. I think that is going to be a little bit of still trying to figure it out, but I do see month 2 starting that progression. Does that make sense? All right. Well, good luck. I'd love it if you share the status update if you feel comfortable. I mean, obviously, you don't have to share, but I just love hearing. I care about you guys. I want to know how this goes. All righty. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Now let's grab another one, and this is going to be my last question for this little fun pop-up video. Again, I suggest you head over to Night Reader's channel here just in about 2 hours. I don't know where you are in the world. That might put it too late for you, But since you do come to my show, hopefully it'll be a good match for you and another option. And then you get to meet Night Reader. So go on ahead. Oh, look at Night Reader. You do. You love it. You know it. Oh, Sam Smith. I'm so glad. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome to the channel. I feel pressure inside my head. Do I have a tumor or what? All right, my dear. I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea. My suggestion would be you do need to call your doctor if you're concerned. And obviously, if you're having symptoms, you need to check that out. But let's get an idea of some of the energy surrounding what's going on. I can't confirm anything. I can't give you any kind of hint on a diagnosis because the cards would not give that to me even if I wanted it. This would be more what the energy is looking like surrounding you and what's going on with you. Does that make sense? Okay, so check it out with your doctor. Can't say that any stronger. But definitely, this is not a substitute, and this just is going to read some energy around you. Clearly, I can tell, obviously, you wouldn't have asked the question if you weren't concerned. So we might see some cards talking about that, but let's find out. Oh, yeah, honey, you need to figure out what's going on. I'm seeing good cards, but it's confirmed here with the star. You need that guiding light, meaning you need some confirmation. Even if you go and they're like, well, dude, you just have a headache, so what? Now you know, right? This is the star. This is leading you to the star of hope, right? I think you need to stay positive. I can't confirm what's going on, but this is your attitude. You see, your attitude affects everything. You all know this. You've had experience, you get a stomach ache when you're stressed, you get headaches when you're stressed. How you think about things, really affects your physical body and the things you're doing. Are you burning the candle at both ends? Are you, what kind of things are going on in your life that would be stressful? That is saying, it's guiding you to where? It's guiding you to the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, this is going to tell you what's up. This is your doctor. What's up? This is going to be somebody this is a micromanager. This is a planner. This is somebody who's very direct and tells you a very direct, answer. You're going to get an answer or you're going to get the next step. If your doctor's concerned, they will schedule different things. You will have answers and you'll be able to put this to rest. You know how I know that? Because look at what we've got next. The Fool. That's the brand new beginning. You're going to have a brand new outlook on things. So either way, no matter what it is, no matter what the doctor says, you're either going to be like, phew, I'm great. Or you're going to be like, okay, now I know. What's the next step? You're going to feel like, all right, let's get this done. Now here next to that, we have a brand new beginning again. This is a brand new beginning to grow. This is about growth and effort. So what this is telling me is if your doctor gives you some sort of advice or, a plan, a treatment plan, that's going to be really something that you can grasp. You're feeling good. It's making sense. Or if the doctor gives you the opposite advice and says everything's fine, you're going to be like, oh my God, phew, right? You're going to be like, oh my God. And it's going to free you of being trapped from it, right? So again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know how you're feeling. Obviously, I've had plenty of headaches in my life and migraines, and I've hit my head. I've had a concussion, So I know what you are talking about. But you know what? If you're that concerned, you know what? Even if you're afraid they're going to tell you, nope, and you're being silly to think this, so what? At least you know, right? And that stress goes away. It could be just simply stress. You never know. Or it could be something wrong. Wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to know? All right, honey, I'm saying you go to the doctor, check that out. My daughter has chronic migraines, and when she was a very little girl, I took her to the doctor because obviously, that didn't make sense for a little 8-year-old. And it turns out the diagnosis was chronic migraines. So you never know. It could be something like that, but you need to check it out because then you'll know where to go with it. You'll either be free of it or you'll have a treatment plan. All right, my friends, that was my last question. I want to thank you for joining me in this random pop-up. The regular show is on at 12 p.m. Central. Today I have to cancel, which is one of the reasons I did this fun little pop-up. Sorry it was so short. Thank you, Yusra. Thank you, Night Reader, for coming on over. You guys, don't forget, head over to Night Reader's channel. You get another show, another reader, another style, and great answers. He's read for me as a querent, so I've obviously partnered with him for a lot of these things as a reader. So I know him. He's awesome. You guys would love it. So head over there, get your tarot fix, right? All right, guys, I will miss you today, and I will be back tomorrow at 12. Thank you for participating in this random pop-up. I want to remind you that I just released this pick a card reading for Virgos. Go check it out. And don't forget, Relationship Warriors, the series has begun. So I've got a playlist in there. Go check it out. I talk about love languages. Cool stuff, guys. All right, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, and thanks for giving me a chance to read for you today. Take care.